everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Today's video I am really excited for because I finally got the ColourPop Tinkerbell collection. Came with some lip products and some Super Shock products, a palette, the eyeliners. So we're just gonna go ahead and see what kind of look we can come up with here. I'm gonna start with the eyes. I haven't done any makeup yet, and I'm just to test it out for the purposes of seeing how long wearing it is, what the pigment's like. I already know I like ColourPop shadows, but I'm gonna do one eye with a primer and one eye without, and we will see what the difference is, if anything. This is what the palette looks like. If you missed my unbagging of or unboxing of this collection, I will post it down below. Give me just a second. Okay, and we're back. Filming with kids can be a little challenging sometimes, but you just make do. So this is what the palette looks like, and like I was saying, if you missed my unboxing of the entire collection, I will link that down in the description box below, so you can check it out if you are interested. I'm gonna try and do more of a green look today, I think. I just think that sounds really fun. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I'm going to do my eyes first, and like I said, I'm going to use a primer on one eye and not on the other to see if there's a difference in the way it looks, in the way it wears, all that fun stuff. I will, it's about 1 o'clock now in the afternoon, and I do work tonight, so I will update the description box below as to how well it held up throughout the day, both with the primer and without. The primer I'm going to use is just the Hard Candy shimmer eyeshadow primer. That is what the tube looks like. It is super old, so all the writing is wearing off. But yeah, so let's just get right into this. I will go ahead and do the primer on my right eye and not on my left. So let's get into this. Let's zoom you in a little bit. There we go. The palette does have a mirror in it, so I'm going to be using that mirror. And let's just get the primer going. Okay. Oh, am I out of it? No. Okay, almost. I'm running very low on this stuff, but that is okay. Okay. I'm just gonna pat that all over the lid here and kind of up into the crease. Okay, here we go. Okay, I am going to grab a brush, and I actually also, I'm going to try out this blank slate brush color swap. I bought this at TJ Maxx the other day for when I do eyeshadow looks like this, so I don't have to wash my brushes between every use. And oh wow, look at that. It's just a sponge that you kind of rub your brush into, and it's supposed to pull all the color off. Wow. And it does say to wash this after every use, so we'll see how this works. I'm just getting a fluffy brush. This came from, I believe, Amazon. It was a Christmas gift one year. And I think to start with, we are going to go in with this shade here called Sleep, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease. Let's go ahead. I keep glancing up at the viewfinder to make sure that I'm not like blocking your view with my mirror or anything. I'm going to bring it up the brow bone a little bit, and this color is very buildable. It seems to be blending out nicely. It is a little bit powdery in the pan. I don't know if my camera will pick up on that, but that is okay. That is why we are doing the eyes first today. And that is that color. That was 3 layers of that color there. Just dipping in and going to the other eye. Now remember, the left one is the one I did without any eye primer, and honestly, it seems to be doing just as well. So that's always a good thing. Just kind of trying to bring that up the brow bone a little bit. Okay. I'm really liking that actually. Do just a little bit more since I did 3 layers on the other eye. Okay. And that looks just about even. Just kind of trying to blend the edges out a little bit so it's not just this harsh line. Going back, you know, I think this thing is working really well. Like, just kind of swirling my brush in there to get the color off, and it's really not any color left. It seems to have like stained the tip of the brush, which I don't have an issue with, but that's really cool. Okay. Next I'm gonna get a slightly smaller fluffy brush here. This one is by the brand Glamour Dolls. And then to deepen up that crease in the outer corner, I think I'm going to go into the shade Awake here. Okay. And just going to kind of put some product on, and I'm just going to kind of pack it on a little bit and then drag it. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Wow, that really added some dimension there. And I'm going to go back in with this fluffy brush. I'm going to put just a tiny bit more product on there and just kind of blend it out. And I mean, I've seen some people say this color comes off a little bit patchy, but I'm really not experiencing that at all. So maybe some people have to work at it a little bit. I'm not sure. But for me, it seems to be coming off just fine. I'm just kind of, like I said, packing that on and then dragging it into the crease. I don't think I got as much on my brush this time because it didn't come off as strong. That's okay. We'll get just a little bit more. Pack that on. There we go. Okay. And then again, I'm just going to tap back into that Sleep shade and just kind of blend it right along the edge, just so we don't have any harsh lines. And that is what we've got so far. I'm really enjoying this palette so far. Clean off my brushes here. Man, this color swapping thing is really nice. Okay. Next, I am going to get like this flat brush here. I was just cleaning it off in the brush cleaner thing. This is by MOTD, and I am going to go ahead and get it wet. And we've got both sides wet. And I'm going to go into this shade Neverland here. Does not seem to want to pick up super well with the brush here. I don't know if you can see that, but we will give it a try. We'll also try with our fingers too. So this is going kind of in the center of the lid and into that darker green. Yeah, sometimes shimmers just apply so much better with your finger. So let's go ahead and try that. Yeah, I think that made it work much better. Okay. And that's usually my experience with most shimmer shadows. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same on the other side. I'm going to start with my brush just to make it look even. kind of putting this in the center of the lid and dragging it back out towards that dark green. Tapping some on with my finger as well. And then I'm going to kind of clean this brush off a little bit. And then we're going to go into Pixie Dust here, which is this green right there. This one seems to be picking up much better with the brush than that last one. Oh yeah. That picked up so much better with the brush. I'm still gonna go over it with my finger as well, but and these just really do blend really nicely together. I'm really enjoying that. The shimmers are performing really well. I'm really liking the way this is turning out so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my complexion products off camera, and we'll come back and we'll finish up the eye look. I'm probably gonna apply some eyeliner as well off camera, so we will be back here in a few minutes when I'm done with that. And we're back. So I went ahead and did some eyeliner and my foundation and concealer and all that. So now I think I want to go in with Straight On Till Morning. This is one of those Super Shock shadows. I think I want to try and just tap this into the center where those greens are kind of meeting, just to see if I can't like brighten it up a bit, make it a little bit more sparkly. That's pretty. And I'm actually going to use this too as the inner corner highlight since I went for a green look today. Just added a little bit more sparkle and dimension there. I want to go ahead and try and do the lower lash line. I've never really been the greatest at that, but we are going to try. So I think I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. I think I'm just going to take this color Sleep here, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the pencil brush, and then I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. Just to kind of pull the whole look together. Anytime I really try and attempt any kind of shadow on the lower lash line, I feel like it just looks like I made a mess. But I really wanted to try and make it work. So that is what we are doing. Okay. Well, it actually didn't turn out too bad, I don't think. Okay. And then for the eyeliner, let me just kind of clean my brush because I'm going to do this as the inner corner brush as well. I want to go in with both. So what I think I'm going to do, which one seems a little bit darker? Let's see. There's, pushed a little too hard on that. That is Lost Girl, which is the brown. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Lost Girl on the outer part of my eye, and what is it? Fly With Me on the inner part of my eye, lower waterline. So, gotta clean that tip up just a little bit because I did push a little too hard. Let's go ahead and do this. It is quite a subtle color when you're putting it on the lines, but it's pretty. Or putting it on the eyes. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was out of frame there. So yeah, I mean, it's subtle, but it's there. And it is really pretty. It almost seems like you kind of have to warm it up a little bit to get a little bit more color payoff, which is okay with me. Okay. Then we will go in with Fly With Me. Right on the, let me get it going a little bit. I mean, this one's not really wanting to translate onto the eye at all. Might have to play around with these a little bit more to figure out how to make them work. Getting a little bit of color, but not a lot. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking the view again, aren't I? Okay, there we go. Okay. So, I mean, like I said, they're subtle, but they're there, and you can see them. I do quite like those. And then for the inner corner, what we are going to do is we're going to go in with Straight On Till Morning. That is that really pretty green shade here. I'm just going in with that on a pencil brush. And we're just going to pop this right in the inner corner. Just like that. Do the same on the other side. Kind of blend it down the lower lash line just a little bit. Just so we can kind of tie everything together. Man, these are really pretty. I'm liking this a lot. And you can do a couple different looks with these. I will do another look in another video. Oh no, I scraped one of my shadows. I hate when I do that. If you see, yep, see, right at that gold shade where I must have like scraped it with my brush or the pencil or something. Man, I hate when I do that. Just trying to see where to put my brush in my little brush holder. Okay. So we are done with the eyes. Let's move on to the cheeks. I'm gonna use Happy Thoughts as a highlighter. So now I just gotta decide. You know what? I'm feeling fall vibes, so we're gonna go with this deeper, more fall-like coppery color blush. I am just gonna go in. I'm gonna go in light-handed at first because I have never used a Super Shock cheek product, so I don't know how pigmented it's gonna be. So I'm just gonna kind of tap my brush in just a little bit. I don't know that I really like this blush brush, honestly. It doesn't seem to ever pick up product very well. It's not really picking up on camera. Let me try and turn this down just a little bit. Sorry, guys. Huh. You know what? Let me try a different brush. One that's maybe a little bit more dense. Let's see. Here we go. Try it with this one. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Now you can see that coming off. This is really pretty. I'm liking this a lot. Oh geez, I just ran my brush into it. I'm kind of stippling it on, but I'm also like brushing it as well. So yeah, that is really pretty. And I kind of will go across the nose just a little bit. There we go. Yeah. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay. So that is Straight On Till, or no, sorry, that's Darling. That's the deeper kind of color. And this is Happy Thoughts. This is what I'm going to use as a highlighter today. And it looks like that because in my unboxing, it slid off my desk and fell on the floor. So I was a little disappointed about that. So don't drop your Super Shock products. And I'm just gonna kind of, yeah, ooh. That is pretty. Yes. You know, I'm liking that a lot. I didn't expect it to be quite so frosty. I know some people don't like a frosty highlight, they just kind of like it to be like a little bit of a glow, but I like that frost. Yes, this is so gorgeous. I'm also going to take this highlight color onto my brow bones for the brow bone highlight. Just like so. A little bit on the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. There we are. I am really impressed with this formula. I have never tried the Super Shock cheek products, just the one single Super Shock eyeshadow from the Animal Crossing collection, and I did like that one. Let's see. So here are the color options for the lipsticks. One is kind of more on the brown side, and one is more on the pink side. They do both appear to have shimmer in them. That doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people don't like shimmer on their lips. Mine seem to have separated, so I'm trying to just kind of shake it out a little bit. I think I'm going to go with the more brown color here. I'll go and swatch them both for you. This one is Clap If You Believe. Right there. And then the other one is called Tinkerbell. And that one's more pink. They're both very neutral colors. This one is Tinkerbell. They're very similar, and this is Clap If You Believe. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's giving me more fall vibes. Gotta finish this video quick because my camera's gonna die. So let's just get this on the lips. It feels very wet when applying it. I don't know if that's because mine is kind of separated, but It's kind of a weird feeling. And they don't have a scent to them. And they're not sticky, like, at all. They feel very nice. It's kind of a different sensation. It felt very wet going on, but I don't hate it. And because it's a stain, so it looks kind of glossy now, but because it's a lip stain, it should, as the gloss wears down, the color should remain behind as like a light wash of color. I will update the description box below with how that wears throughout the rest of the day. But let me just go ahead and throw on some setting spray real quick here. Okay. But yeah, this is the finished look. Excuse me. I do quite enjoy it quite a lot. I am really looking forward to see what other kind of looks I can come up with this collection. So yeah, I mean, I highly recommend this whole collection. You don't necessarily need to buy the entire collection because the colors are quite similar in a lot of the things. Like, you don't really need both, but I mean, if you want to collect both and you like the formula and you'll get use out of the colors, then yes, I recommend both, the whole collection. And then like the blushes are also very similar in color. One's just slightly deeper, one's slightly brighter. This Super Shock Shadow is very similar to the color in the palette. So I mean, it really just depends on what you're after. I feel like this was an amazing value for everything I got. So yes, I do recommend the entire collection, performance-wise, formula-wise, all of that. But if you don't feel like, if you feel like the colors are too similar and you won't reach for them very much, just pick and choose what you want. As of filming this video, the collection is still available. I will leave a link down in the description box below to ColourPop's website where you can purchase the collection for yourself. It is not an affiliate link or anything like that. I am not sponsored by ColourPop. I am just enjoying testing out their products. So yeah, this is the look we came up with. I really do quite enjoy it. I think it turned out really nice. Green is not a color I've really worn before, so it was fun to play around with it. I'm excited to play with the rest of the collection. So if you want to see more videos like this one, if you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stick around. Help me get to my first goal of 100 subscribers. We are super close, and it's really exciting to watch my channel grow. So yeah, I do some makeup videos, I've done some cooking videos, I may throw in some like mom life type videos in there. So it's just kind of a mix of content here. I'd love to have you stick around. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed what you saw here. It would really help my channel out. And if you want to stick around, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. I will see you in the next video. Bye!